bottom half, dry cedar chunks. Top half are green, small splits of Douglas fir. The cage is my unit of measurement. Splitting with the splitter and then throwing it in the tote. Toss them directly into my truck. Split green and loaded. But I'm like, heck yeah, I can do that. And welcome back to Firewood. Actually, another episode of Travis Does Firewood. And we're going to do something I've never done before. I'll show you. I've been eating away at this mountain of fir, and it's a slow process, trying to figure out where to put it, assorted sizes, above 17, within 16, under 14. It's a headache, and at the same time, I'm on the job search, trying to make sure that I can find a job so I can provide income for my family. But this is just a daunting task, and I haven't been able to film because you're not gonna watch me split, and I want to devote time to job searching, so that's where I've been MIA. Anyway, I got a unique ping from a customer, and he's also a viewer. He watched my videos, and he's like, Travis, I wouldn't mind taking some of your odd size fir. And I'm like, hey, that's great. And then he said, well, last time you brought me some cedar, the cedar chunks, as you see in the truck here, can I get a mix? Can I get it half and half? And I'm like, heck yeah, I can do that. So I've already loaded the cedar chunks. They're light enough, so I'm confident that they are dry enough. And that is the driest cedar chunks that I have currently in my wood yard. It's been a busy spring, so I'm low on chunks. I was hoping to get rid of this entire section here so I can put some of the smaller fir splits in the section. Obviously, it's not empty, but he wanted half and half. So what we're going to do today, I'll show you. Hang on. I have never split green and loaded, okay? And that's what we're going to do today. I have the Spitfire 1165B set up right behind the truck. I'm going to use the log lift, bring up the chunks and the rounds, split the ones that are small, and then toss them directly into my truck until it's heaping, and then we're going to be good to go. So he understands that this is not seasoned wood, this is fresh. So, but he wants stuff that he can burn now, stuff that he can season later on at a discount, because this wood, because it's green, I'm selling at a discount because I want to get rid of it. So without further ado, let's set up the camera, turn on this splitter, and get the split. not take too long. Got it all heaped up there, I think you can see it. So again, bottom half, dry cedar chunks. Top half are green, small splits of Douglas fir. You saw the machine get stuck a few times, but this thing can definitely split through anything. You just have to make sure that it can manipulate the wood so it will split it, not go down the middle, not to the side for the most part, right? Now I've had these small chunks for sale on various apps, and I'm selling them $90 a cage plus delivery. And in the ad it says delivery only, and it had a few pings saying that they want to come now and pick up. I'm like, the ad said delivery only, and then people get upset and they don't want the wood. Well, I don't want people in my backyard. I don't want people in my backyard, as well as the cage is my unit of measurement, okay? And if they come with their truck, I can't gauge how much they're getting from me, because each truck bed is different size. And if they loosely toss it or if it's stacked, it's different. So this is my standard unit of measurement, more or less 1/4 of a cord, loosely stacked, heaped, okay? And I had enough rounds. I obviously have a whole bunch of rounds. But anyway, I'm having a hard time selling it. I don't know why people don't want green at a discount, okay? This is at a discount of selling this wood. Anyway, top it off. We'll go to the customer's house, and I may film bill. If not, I'll get you back when I return. Sorry, real quick, what I forgot to add is, that was fairly smooth. Splitting with the splitter, and then throwing it in the tote, in the truck. As opposed to me tossing in a pile, and then having to stack it somewhere else, or then when it dries, then in the truck. This is the ideal. I'm not sure if it warrants investing in a conveyor, but having to split and toss directly in the truck to be sold right away, that to me is ideal. Less touching of the wood, so you're not having to hassle with it. Green, there is money in green, and I think that especially if you have a whole bunch of rounds, like I do, splitting green, selling, offloading it, just to get rid of it, and you're still making money. You're still making money. No reason to sit on it to make a little bit more. Sell it. So splitting in the truck was awesome. Anyway, delivery, go. Roll delivery is complete. Did not film because the customer had dogs inside and they were barking, so it'd be too loud. But that's totally fine. Delivery went well. He was happy with the wood, understanding that I need to get rid of some of the fur. So hope that he can stack that and so it will dry. Film later on. So good people. Yeah, I think to go from splitter to trailer, to splitter to conveyor to truck, or whatever it is, to get the wood moving out of the yard, I think is a good thing. I think that there's money to be had there. You could argue whether to discount green or not. I think there's value in discounting it, especially if you have a lot, to get it out the door faster versus having to handle it more, dealing with having to stack it or put in a pile and then selling it or whatever. You could go either way. But because I have so much, I'm okay with selling it at a discount, so then I don't have to deal with it. So, but oddly enough, I don't know why it's not selling. Like I was telling the customer, I have it for sale. I think I told you too earlier that I have it for sale, but it's for delivery only. And people don't want that. They want to come pick it up. Well, for various reasons, as I mentioned on the channel, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and if that's the case, then I will just sit on it. I will process it and stack it. I'll figure out where to put it in wood yard. I'm definitely running out of space, so I am just doing what I can, when I can. So, but yeah, that's quick. So that was pretty cool. I just wanted to share splitter, the truck, delivery, make that money. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And remember, life is too short to be a prick, so be kind to another. Rock and roll. Stay safe. Keep cutting. Cheers. Sorry, real quick.